Hey, hello, my friends. Hope everybody is well today. It is August 7th, 2019. I'm Paul Apollonia. I'm going to show you what I sold for the week of July. Let me look to make sure. The 29th to August 4th, 2019. Let me introduce myself. I'm Paul Apollonia. I do mainly eBay reselling of consignment items. About 80%, maybe 75% of my business is consignment, and the rest is parting out of things. When I mean parting out, I mean stuff I get for free or very low cost, and I sell the parts on eBay. I have been doing some dabbling with Facebook Marketplace this week, having some luck. But hey, it's the nature of the beast, and there's a lot of people that want stuff and don't show up, but it's just the way it is. And I'm just trying to swallow that and just get rid of some big items, which I did. I got rid of a wheelbarrow, so that worked out well. Didn't get a whole lot for it, but it's gone. So that's great. I also do a lot of training on eBay, one-on-one, small group, large group. Also run the eBay Meetup group. And we also have a wonderful event. If you look back, there's a video I did on coming up September 14th and 15th. It is a free eBay event, costs you nothing, in Raleigh from 9 to 4. Dana Crawford will be there from WorthPoint, along with the CEO of WorthPoint. Brian Burke should be there from eBay. I can't guarantee any of the eBay people that are going to be there because they are higher level people in eBay, and there's always stuff going on. So sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. Nothing against them. It's just the way business is. I understand. But some execs will be there from eBay, and it will be from 9 to 4. It's not going to be like a hands-on, or it's more just going to be a general introduction to eBay. Then we're going to go into a little advanced. Then Dana's going to talk about WorthPoint. And then Sunday, we're going to have a really cool experience of going thrifting at the Raleigh Flea Market, State Fairgrounds Flea Market, which is a huge flea market. What's really cool about that is if you've ever done it before, I highly recommend you do it on your own too, to get a bunch of people and go around thrift stores. We will be using WorthPoint on our phones, and Dana will be helping us look up things on WorthPoint to see the value of them. And it's just a great way to have great camaraderie and learn a lot. So let's get started. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Would love that. And please, please, please give a thumbs up to this video. Once we're done, we're going to go over items that we sold for last week. Now, I picked out a selection of items. I didn't pick out a whole bunch of items this time. I tried to really narrow this down because I know these videos get pretty long, so I try and give you a lot of tips and give you a lot of value so you guys are getting some value from this, because I don't want to waste your time. So I picked a selection of all different items I've sold. Some good profit, some not so good profit. So let's get started here. I'm going to flip the screen to the eBay thing, and we're not going to start with that one. That's the last item. Let me shrink my ugly mug down a little bit, and I'm going to go over the first listing pretty thoroughly. And for the people that have seen these videos over and over again, I'm sorry. I just want to make sure that the new people that come in get some good information here. Excuse me. Here we have a piece off of a John Deere lawnmower. This is the top piece. It's called the dead man switch or cable. Basically, you got to press that in, hold it, pull the mower. If you release it, the mower stops. It's to protect you. A lot of people tie a piece of rope around that, which you really shouldn't, but they do. I sold one of these a couple months ago. I put this up. I sold it within a day. It's not a high dollar item. It went out first class. I think it weighed about 10 ounces. Put it in 2 poly envelope. I didn't even use any packing material. Just put them on 2 ends and just tape the heck out of it with the eBay tape you get when you have a store. You get a certain amount of, not free, but free shipping supplies every quarter, I think it is. I'm a premium store. You get $50 worth of supplies. So that's basically what this is. Let's go over the title real quick. I try and think of what the people are searching for, what my buyers will be searching for. I don't worry about grammar. I don't worry about anything but what keywords people would be searching for. So it's a John Deere blade clutch. I also looked this up on Google, got the part number, got the model numbers of what it could fit. It fits a million different model numbers. I also use when I'm selling something used, I always use the condition description. So I fill that up. I basically put the same information here down in the description. And please, people, always use item specifics. eBay loves them. Google loves them. Also, another note, when you're using item specifics and you have the pull-down menu, try and pick one of those that are in the pull-down menu, because those have been searched by millions of people, and those are what eBay and Google are looking for. You can put your own in there, which is fine. I do it sometimes too, but those are best to do. Then I come down here and I keep the description very short, because people are buying on their phones and tablets. They don't have time to read that this was Grandpa's lawnmower and he mowed with it every Sunday and whatever. They don't want to hear that. If you want to put that information down, if it's vital for the item, put it down below, way at the bottom. Come down further. Oops, I meant to hit the shipping thing. Sorry. I do a global shipping program. I ship internationally, but through eBay. How that works, basically in a nutshell, is eBay has a site in Kentucky. I just have to mail it to Kentucky. However I want to mail it to Kentucky, the cheapest way. Please make sure you've packed it correctly. If it's not packed correctly, that might be a problem. But once it gets to Kentucky and it's packed correctly and everything is good, I am out of the picture. If it gets lost, damaged, stolen, whatever, it's on eBay. And I've had eBay pay for the item, reimburse the buyer. A lot of people don't like global shipping program because something, I don't know, about fees or something, or it doesn't tell the buyer what they're getting, what they have to pay, or whatever it is. I like it. I've done international. I don't like shipping international manually. It's just too much paperwork. I just don't like it. Everybody runs their business differently. Some people believe in global shipping program. Other people hate it. I also I screwed myself up with one item this week with this. 99.9% of the time, I ship out economy shipping. Now, I'm sure I may lose a sale or two along the way doing this, because people look at it and they go, 7 to 9 days. Oh my gosh. Oh, geez, you got to be kidding me. But 90% of the time, I'm shipping my stuff out priority, USPS priority, and it gets there within a couple days. Why I pick this option is because then I can use any of the shipping options eBay offers: post office, FedEx, post office flat rate box, priority box, partial post box, media mail, whatever. I can go FedEx ground, FedEx Smart Post. What Smart Post is from what I've heard, is a collaboration between the post office and FedEx. If you drop it off at FedEx, your package, it goes from that office to the closest FedEx office to the buyer. And from there it goes to the post office. If you drop it off at the post office, I hear it goes really, really, really slow to the closest post office. And then from there it goes to the FedEx. The only thing with FedEx Smart Post is there's no insurance. And I'm sure if there's a problem, if the item gets lost, it's going to be a blame game. Now, let me tell you what happened real quick this week with this. I shipped out a Lamax Christmas ceramic Christmas house. Yeah, Christmas stuff sells all year round. I'm trying to list as much Christmas stuff as I've got now, which I've got tons of it, because I have a consignment client that gave me a bunch of that stuff, and it's just not worth much. But I'm just getting it out there to get rid of it. I sold one of them, and I thought I had an economy, and I had a priority. Now, I hope it doesn't come back to bite me, but if I were to ship a priority, it would have cost me $35. The whole house with shipping was like $32. In reality, I probably should have just bitten the bullet and taken a loss and just shipped a priority, but I did not. I shipped it out FedEx Smart Post, which was a lot cheaper, still more than what I charged for shipping, but it was a lot cheaper, and I hope I don't get bitten by that, but I didn't want to take the loss, to be honest with you. And if it's that bad, I'll just refund the buyer. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's scroll down here more. And that is about it for that item. So we're done doing all that. Now we should go through the items for you. And that should speed up the whole process for you guys. Here's another cool item. This is the weight. Have you ever seen a front-loaded washer? There are two big weights on the front that are mounted on the frame to keep the drum from bouncing all over the place, and there's a rear weight. This is one of the front weights. I almost took this off of eBay 2 weeks ago because I thought, who the heck is going to buy this? One person bought one of these about a year ago, and I sold it. It was a pain in the neck to pack. It's very heavy. It's like 35 pounds. I used a very thick styrofoam, one piece. Then I put that piece in, and I just put a bunch of air bubble pad things, whatever you call them, the air pocket things around it, put another piece of styrofoam, use my box sizer tool, which is from Bubble Fast, to size down the box, fold it over. And I think it got there in one piece. I haven't heard anything. It was about a week ago he got it. This is one of my gems, this washer and dryer combination. Let me quickly tell you what happened here. I got this on Craigslist for free, $0. Guy put it up there on Saturday. He goes, I've had this up there for a week. I just took it down, put it back up again. People call, they don't show up. I said, I'm a shower upper, which I always am, unless something happens and I can't get out there. Got out to his house. He goes, here's the washer. Hey, you want a dryer? I went, sure. It works, but it's not drying our clothes because we have too many clothes. I went, okay. Probably should have kept the dryer for myself because my dryer is going almost 30 years old, if not older. But I decided to part out. This washer alone, I've made probably well over $400, almost $500 in parts from a free washer. I did not make that overnight. It took me about a couple months to make that money. And from the dryer, I probably only made about $200 off of that. I've still got parts I've listed, I haven't sold. So there is money in parts, people. Let me show you what else I do here with the with every listing I have where I'm selling it from a parted out item. The last photo, 99% of the time I put this in here, sometimes I forget, has the make and model right from the unit itself. Again, I use all that other stuff. I'll go over this listing. It's the same style listing I showed you before. I don't really change too much. Let me treat you to a bigger ugly mug of me. Let's go to the next item. This item, I don't know if I talked about this last week. Buyer bought it, changed, said, oh, wrong shipping address, and I ship my stuff out really quick. Sometimes it's at the post office within an hour because I'm home a lot of times, and the post office is not that far away, and I don't mind just running down things if it's a decent sale. So she said, oh, wrong address, and I went, I shipped it out. Actually, I didn't ship it out, but I told her I shipped it out. And she goes, well, I'll have to call eBay. Or eBay said you'll have to just eat the cost of shipping. And blah, blah, blah. She goes on and on and on with all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't think eBay told you that. But so I was able to cancel the sale, relist it, and I told her here, just rebuy it, just buy it again. And send me a message with the new address. This is really almost an eBay no-no because there's no protection when you do that. But I couldn't figure out why she couldn't figure out how to change the address. Always make sure you have a current address in your PayPal account and your eBay account. It saves this aggravation. She got it a week ago. I messaged her. I never heard from her again. I'm assuming she got it, and it's in one piece. And I did very well. This was a very old consignment item. I got a bunch of these irons, a bunch of records, an old record player. And unfortunately, the husband died, and I'm assuming the wife passed on too, because when he died, she said, don't worry about anything. Just keep everything. Thank you for all your help. That happens, unfortunately. I was just glad I was able to help them out and get them some money while he was still alive. Let's go on to the next item. What did I make on that one? Let me see. I probably made, I think I made like $22, $23 on that. Most of my sales range from $15 to $30. I do sell things for much more than that, hundreds of dollars. And I go much lower than that sometimes too. Well, it depends how fast I can ship it out. My son's old Chromebook, he upgraded his Chromebook. Took him 4 months to find this in his room. We won't talk about that. It's an older Chromebook. I love Chromebooks. That's what I'm using right now to do the videos. I do 99% of my work on Chromebooks. And once I find a wireless label printer, I will be doing 100% work on from my Chromebook. So this is an older one, and I stated that. I wanted to show you. I took pictures of it. I showed that keyboard. This actually was in pretty good shape for his computer. I thought it'd be a lot worse for the wearer. Picture of the screen, and I have down here, and I filled out the item thing. I want to show you what I put in here because I want to make sure people know what they're buying, because I'm having this problem. More and more people are buying stuff and they're not reading the description or the title, or I don't know what is going on. But I have it set up to where the buyer pays return shipping unless I've screwed it up in the description. I do not offer free return shipping. Everybody runs their business differently and whatever. I don't do that. So here it is. I'm saying it's not a newer Chromebook because the newer Chromebooks you can run apps on. This one you cannot. It does not have a touch screen. Newer Chromebooks have a touch screen. It is in good usable shape, but I made sure I stressed that. And I sold it within about 3 weeks. What I make? I think I paid originally like $200 for this Chromebook about 5 years ago. I think I made about $30 on this. It went pretty close to me, so it didn't cost me much in shipping. Let's go on to the next item. Got about 6 more to go. I'm trying to go as fast as I can. A very low earning item. Got this from a consignment client I've known for years. He's helped me out a lot. He's actually responsible for getting me on eBay when I was very reluctant to do it. I thank him a lot. So here's one of the items. $6.24. Yes, you're reading that right. With a shipping of $2.29. I don't make much money on this at all. Actually, I need to up that shipping. But the problem is all the other ones on eBay are selling for about that price. So I just take it as I think I make like $3 on it. What I do is I ship it out. Now I can use I could use stamps on an envelope. It's going out at about 3 ounces, so that would be about 3 stamps. Each stamp is an ounce from what I found out the other day at the post office. But I'd rather just send it out through eBay, tracking number, and I send it out first class. It does cost me a lot more than 3 or 2 stamps. It costs me about $2 or $3 sometimes to ship this out. So I am not making a lot of money. Did this guy buy 1? Yeah, he bought 1. I had one person who bought 2 once. Always make sure you're looking at your quantity when people buy stuff. I actually sold somebody bought 4 of these once, and I shipped them out 2, not looking at the quantity, just I was in a rush, and I had to ship them out. The other 2. Immediately when I saw it, I was like, oh, darn it. And I just created another label and just shipped them out another 2. Through PayPal, you can create another label for post office. So these sell periodically. These have been on my store forever, for probably over a year, maybe even 2 years. I just leave them sit out there. I've got not many left. I think I've got 7 left is what it says up there. So that's what I have left. Always make sure you have what you are saying you have. I had that problem with, I sold a lot of stuff. Well, I don't sell a lot of stuff, but I saw some things from the dollar store, believe it or not, oven mitts and such. And I think they may be in this video here, and I thought I had the set of oven mitts with me on Sunday, but I did not, and I had to run out and buy them. Luckily, there's Dollar Trees all over the place around here. Let's go to the next one. Another item I shouldn't have sold, to be honest with you. Look, free shipping, $5.14. I think I made $1.75 on this. I know it was sort of stupid. I don't know why I even listed it. I don't know why. I'll be honest with you. That's a little low. I mean, even if it could take me 2 seconds to ship it, that's $1 something. That's like a little ridiculous. I didn't pay anything for the box, free packing material. All I did was paid for the label and my time, but still, that's a little ridiculous. So we all mess up. And I'll just say we all mess up. Excuse me. Old consignment client gave me a ton of PlayStation stuff, controllers, game boxes, whatever you call them, the boxes. I sold all those for decent. Had a ton of these games left. He said, okay, I'm done. You can keep whatever you have left. I paid him off. My consignment fees are 50% for the first 100. It's a lot of work to do a consignment. I spend between an hour and 4 hours on each item. So that's just the way it is. And most of my clients are fine with that. And if they're not, to be honest with you, I release them. I release myself from them, and I find another client. Most people just want their stuff sold. They really don't even care about the percentage I get. They just want their stuff gone. And after a while, sometimes they just say, don't worry about my stuff. You just keep it. I don't care. Did not make much money on this. Well, I made like $5 on this maybe. after everything's said and done, fees and shipping. It went out media mail. I think media mail was like $225 or $235. So it didn't make much on it, but it was a quick sale. It was a quick list, and it was gone, and it's a sale. Here's another low-end sale, but this was the case off my old S8 Plus that died a couple weeks ago, just flat out died. I did a video on that. Make sure you back up your phones. I have 90% of my stuff backed up, but that 10% I did not have backed up. I thought was out in Google. I'm really screwed up with not having that, but it's okay. I did buy this case brand new, open box on eBay for like $14, so I got my use out of it. And so I just tried to put it up there and see if I could sell it, and I sold it in about a week. Again, I didn't make much money on it, but I was just trying to recoup some of the money I spent on the case. Another consignment item. Guy I used to do small engine repair. I picked up this guy when I was doing his lawnmowers every couple times a year. What a great guy. He gave me a bunch of stuff. A lot of DVDs. I sold a Father Knows Best set. Old TV series from the 60s, I think, maybe even from the 50s. Used, I sold it for $65. So I get half of that. That was a good sale for me. I didn't do anything. I should have went to his house and picked it up. Actually, I sat and talked to him for a little bit, and we went through some things. But still, I went to his house and picked it up. Didn't pay any money for it, and made $35. So that was good. This didn't make a whole lot of money on, maybe $7, $8. That's okay. If somebody gives me a ton of stuff, I don't mind selling the low-end stuff as long as I've got some higher profit items to sell. Again, went out media mail, $2 something, maybe $3 to ship, if that. So that was a good sale for what it was. Not a big high-earning sale. About 5 items left, guys. Here we go. Good. Wonderful. Here's the dollar store item I mentioned before. I do pretty well with this stuff. It's pretty seasonal. This is not like get rich quick. This is just a replenishable item. Replenishable items are very important to have on eBay or any online business. What a replenishable item is an item I can just go out and I list it once and I buy a few of them. I buy probably about 5 or 6 of these when I go to the Dollar Tree or dollar store. And when I run out, I just go buy more. So it's just an item that is just out there. I saw a lot of the rooster ones, believe it or not, compared to the wine ones. So they bought 2. Did they buy 2? I thought they bought 2. Yeah, I think they bought 2. Well, I thought they bought 2. I can't remember. But they bought 1, and I'm sorry, they did buy 2 because they bought 1, and I would try to find the other one. I couldn't find it. I had to run out the store and buy it, and that was okay. So let's say this. Okay, let's just go on the $11.99. It cost me $3 plus, like let's say $3.14 with tax for the 3 of these because that's one item, and that's one item. So it cost me $3.14 right off the bat. Then you got the fees coming out. You're not making a whole lot of money. I'm probably making $4 or $5 off of this when it's all said and done. But I'm okay with that because it's a replenishable. I just take them and put them in a poly bag, seal them, and they go out first class. I think they weigh about 3 ounces. So I make some money. I think I make like $5 or $6. It pays for all my gas back and forth to Dollar Tree is the way I look at it. Lawnmower handle. I'm doing my best to clear out my backyard. I used to do a lot of small engine repair. I do a lot of parting out of lawnmowers. This, I sold the whole upper handle like this. A lot of times what I've done is, here, I'll show you. I've just taken this piece off. These are a bugger to get off. You have to cut off these end pieces down here with a hacksaw. And it's still a bugger to get off. Slide the handle off and just sell this upper handle. I probably should have done that, but I did not. But I did pretty well on this. I made pretty good money. I think I made about 30. It went out FedEx, went out Monday. And I think it cost me $13 to ship it out. I can't remember. So I did pretty good. I think I made about $25 on this. Again, last picture is the part number or the model number of the lawnmower. This is a Toro lawnmower. Most of your lawnmower model numbers are going to be in the back. This is under the flap. lift it up, and it's under there. It may be dirty. You might have to clean it up a little bit to see it, but that's where that's located at. Most model number tags are on the body of the lawnmower. Really weird position, sometimes behind a wheel, sort of behind a rear wheel, sometimes on top, sometimes behind that grass chute. They can be all over the place. These do sell pretty well. I prefer to sell just the top handle, and I should have just done that because I would have charged less, but shipping would have been a heck of a lot cheaper. Might have even went out first class. I think that top piece is pretty darn light as plastic. If not, it would have been a lot cheaper. But it's okay. It's sold. It's gone. I think the guy got it today. 3 more items left. Another piece off of that same lawnmower. This is the back piece. If you turn your lawnmower to the side, if you're cleaning out the mower, always remember to disconnect the spark plug when you're doing this. That is the piece in the back that is rounded. There's a plastic piece in the back, a plastic piece in the front usually. Sometimes the piece in the front is metal, but that's the Toro ones are in the back. Fits multiple lawnmowers. It must fit 25 different model lawnmowers, Toro mowers. Finally sold it. It was up there for a long while. Didn't make a whole lot of money. It just went out at first class. It was a little bit more than 16 ounces. Shh, don't say nothing. So that's what that was. That went out there. And I took all pictures, had 1,001 questions about this item. I don't know what was going on. People just are not looking up stuff. But I'm glad they're asking me questions instead of buying it and saying this doesn't fit. And then I got to pay return shipping, and then I got to relist it. But so that sold. I was out there for probably about 8 months. 2 more items left. Another one of these dolls. This is another consignment item. Again, same situation. Woman gives me tons of stuff, lots of high-end stuff. I've already sold all the high-end stuff. This is all just low-dollar stuff, like ridiculously low. I think I made $5.99 on this, or $5, which was fine. Went out first class. Boxed it up, put it in a box, a little bit of packing material, and that was about it. So that was good. Yeah, made about $5.99. Not a whole lot of money, but hey, whatever. Our last item. Ta-da! Dishwasher rack. Driving by the thrift store the other day, Sunday. They're closed on Sundays, which means whatever's out there near the dumpster is free game. And I saw a dishwasher. And I always look at I tell you, there's a lot of money in these dishwasher racks, especially the Bosch racks. This is not a Bosch rack. This is a Whirlpool rack. There is a little bit, and let me show you. I usually don't sell them rusty, but I figured I'd blow this out at $37 free shipping. And I think I made $20 on this. Let me show you. I always take a picture of let me see if I can shrink my ugly mug down so I can show you. There you go. I always take a picture of the side wheels. I take a picture of all the sides so people know what they're buying. Upside down, you really can't see the rust on. You can see a little bit of it, but when I get closer, you can see some of the rust. It's in these little spots here. There's a little bit there, and I stated that it's on the bottom, and I took really good pictures of where the rust is at. It's so minor, but I wanted to make sure I took pictures of it so the person knew. And again, there is the model tag on dishwashers. That tag is inside the door. Either it's inside the physical door you open and close, or it's inside the door jamb on the dishwasher. And if it's not there, somebody picked it off, because that is where it's at on all dishwashers. I have never seen it anywhere else. But Whirlpools do okay. The parts on Whirlpools do okay. But where the money is in the Bosch dishwashers. And I've had a few of them racks that I thought were good when I picked them up, and I brought them home and they were trash. So, but I did sell the control panel and stuff for decent money. Well, that is it for this week, or last week, should I say. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. And please, like I said again, subscribe to my channel. And I will have a link. I will have links to the event September 14th and 15th down in the description of this video. And please smash the like button on this video. I would appreciate that. All right, guys, you have a great day. Thanks so much for watching.